Hey, what's up? It's Brad here at Click 98.9's New Artist Showcase with Scars on 45. Well, two of them. Amy, right?
Yes.
And Danny.
How you doing?
How you doing?
Let's talk about, not the name. We know where the name came from. It's the first question everybody probably asked you. So we get it. Some 45s were scratched. Don't scar my 45s. Now you're a band. Awesome. So let's tell me about the Noel Gallagher thing. How'd that come about, and then what happened at the event?
Used to spend a lot of time in London. We had a mutual friend, and at the time, we didn't have a band name. And I grew up on Oasis, and we all did. So kind of like major influence. And he introduced me to Noel Gallagher, and really excited. And we got chatting, and he said, "Oh, I'm told you're in a band." And I said, "Oh yeah, we're in a band." And he said, "What are you called?" And I said, "Well, we kind of haven't got a name." And he looked at me straight in the eye and said, "A band without a name, what a waste of something time," and walked off. So that's my first meeting with Noel Gallagher, and probably my last, to be honest.
Did it scar you at all? You're like, oh man, this hurts.
Did you stutter?
No, I drove back up to Leeds listening to the first Oasis album over and over again.
Yeah, because now you're like, I really love that guy, actually. That's funny. So you're bouncing around England trying to get people to pay attention, right? Yep. And then how does the process of you getting played on random American television shows turn into you being in Seattle today? Do you know what I mean? Like, one of the only bands I've ever heard of that's like...
Have you got enough time?
Yeah, right. One of the only bands I've heard...
Working tomorrow, are you?
No, I don't work at all. This is my job right here. But you're bouncing around England, and then you end up just doing this American thing. It's usually the other way around.
To be honest, I mean, we were a band back in this little town in England, northern England, and we were just a group of friends, and we bought a laptop and started recording some demos just recording songs for ourselves and our family. And, we happened to get on a couple of TV shows, these songs that we were doing, and the next thing you know, we were kind of like been pushed into a van in the US and basically been told to learn how to be a band and learn how to play your instruments. And it was like, wow, this is weird. And we've been here for about 4 years now. So yeah, it's completely turned upside down. Was
that something that, I mean, you go from, we're just hanging out, jamming, making some tracks, and now, oh crap, we have to actually, like, was there a point where you're like, I don't know if this is what we want to do?
No, not really. I think we were told that we were never going to make it or never get to do anything by so many people in England, and we just didn't listen. We just continued and tried to do it, and we're really lucky. We know that, but I think that a lot of it is to do with a lot of it's luck, and a lot of it's to do with how much hard work you're willing to put in. And the last 4 years, we spent each year probably about 9 months out of 12 in that luxury cruise liner parked outside. It's not a luxury cruise liner.
You should take a picture of it.
Get your own bench though. You can go to sleep if you want.
It's the kind of van where you wipe your feet when you get out.
So does your Facebook fan page passive aggressively like the statuses of the people who told you weren't going to make it?
It's weird because we were talking about this the other day. Do you know when you don't speak to friends from like school for so many years, right, and then all of a sudden they pop up on Facebook because they know you're in a band and you're doing well in America. Oh, hi, Danny, how are you?
It's the best thing when you get someone
Can I come to America with you, please?
You get someone who will, used to go to school with, and you're not friends on Facebook, but then they'll send you a Facebook message saying, "Oh, wow, I'm in Los Angeles, and I see that you're in Los Angeles. Do you fancy meeting up for a drink?" And it's like, there's a reason that I didn't speak to you at school.
Right.
There's a reason. So don't ask to be my friend.
Were you a bully at school?
I wasn't a bully, no, not at all.
He was being bullied by that person, obviously.
Robert Allen, hello.
I think in my situation, I'm actually friends now with the people I didn't like in high school and not friends with the people I did, which is a weird kind of thing.
I think it becomes a full circle, doesn't it? And then you start to realise that actually the people that you had at school...
Does that mean you were a geek and now you're really, really cool and you're hanging around with the cool kids?
No, it's more like I was invisible, and now I'm... people can hear me. I wear eyeliner now, so it's a whole thing.
So it's going to be cool. It's going to be cool.
So yeah, but you grow up and it's like a cycle. and then you figure out that like none of it matters anyway.
Facebook is, I think it could be the start of the end of the world.
Apart from my grandparents, am I the only young person? I'm not on Facebook. Can you believe
Congratulations.
that? Thank you.
You've done
I
it
have
right,
a
though.
life.
That's like
You
when
don't.
I say.
No, I don't.
That's exactly what I tell people. I've never smoked pot. They're like, "Oh man, that's weird. I don't know if that's cool or not." And so that's how I feel about it. That's good. Congratulations.
I've not either.
Facebook.
Me and
Look
you
at us.
should be Facebook
I'm
friends
getting
if I
off
had a
Facebook.
Facebook
There you go.
page.
Facebook is like smoking weed.
It's
There you go.
just as bad for you.
Okay then.
Scars on 45 is here for Click 98.9's New Artist Showcase.
Thanks,
You should watch that video too.